Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name's Connor and this is Informal Tech. In this video, I'm going to talk about the light show again and just kind of the changes that I made to it. So if you're following along with the previous videos, I basically took Home Assistant and integrated it with Google Assistant and GOVEE lights. And essentially, the light show plays and it changes themes based on the song that's playing. And where I ran into a couple issues is in the tap to runs on GOVEE, which is what I'm using to actually change the themes. So like you can see over here, these are the tap to runs, and I basically have one for each song. So Grinch Style plays when the Grinch goes, Merry Mode plays when Merry Did You Know goes. And what I was running into is the music syncing versions of these themes. So let me show one example on the music sync one. So I think Christmas Dance one. Here's one. Let me click into there. When you're looking at these music dream views, you see I turn group B on right here. That's the only option that I have in the tap to runs. Now that limits me a lot on my automations because I can't change the way that the lights respond via tap to run. If I wanted to do that, I would have to actually go into the app and tap on it. But what's interesting is like the scenic dream views, for example, like this one, outdoor minus garage, those can be changed. So you see here, I got the whole list. But basically, what I did to kind of work around this limitation, since I can't change the way that they react. Oh, and then in the background, I'm running the light show. You can see it, and there's just like a cat came over and was checking it out. So that was cool. Got a little bit of fans, but basically, the way that I decided to go about kind of addressing that and having more music reactivity throughout the show is I split the lights up. So before they were all on one music controlled group, but now I have music group A, which might not be able to show right now because I'm kind of far away from it. But if you look in the background, you can see music group A is this light in the back, this one in the window, and the roof lights, I can't reach that high, as well as the ground lights, and then the tree to the side. And so here, maybe I can see the tree. See, there's the tree right there. There's that cat again. Basically, what I do is sometimes I run music group A as like music reactive, and then the other group, music group B, is just on like a scenic dream view theme where it kind of like hopefully matches with the lights of the music, and it's just controlled differently. And then the curtain on the garage, I try to put like, something fun, like right now it says Merry Christmas. And then other times I'm using music group B, and music group B runs, and those ones are the tree in the yard, the cone tree, and then the lights around the garage, and then the garage itself. So when those are running, it actually looks like they're starting to run right now. In the background on the screen, you can see the tree is going. And so now the light next to the garage kicked in, and in a second, the one on the garage is going to kick in. And that's actually like just a Bluetooth connectivity like issue, I guess. I actually personally like it because it adds a little bit of variety to the show. So they slowly start to be music reactive instead of all kicking on at once. So it just adds that little bit of variability to it. But the one that I decided to go with for these lights is the wave. So it goes from left to right, from the tree to the cone tree to the bulb to the curtain and then to the other bulb, which you can see right there. And basically, when I'm running these ones, I'm not running the other ones, right? Unless I'm on the finale, and then I run them all. And it might get there. I'm not sure if that's a part of this video or not, but I'll put at the end of this, I'll run through a few of the themes. But do part A, then I do part B, and then I do all of them together, and I kind of mix them up and change it up. And that's how I'm able to kind of make, hopefully, an enjoyable light show. Whereas before, you'd get the songs that are like 3 minutes of like static themes or very slowly moving themes, and they don't feel like you're involved. It doesn't feel involved. So in order to prevent that, that's the way that I went about it. Let me just show a couple of the ways that works. So creating the tap to runs, I did touch on it in a previous video, but I like this setup, so I'm just going to run through it a little bit more. I'm actually like streaming my screen to my computer. I touched on this in another video where I actually was using it for the Rainio X2s to sideload the apps. It's called Screen Copy, I believe. And go check out that video if you want to figure out how to do that yourself. But Grinch Style is a good example. So on Grinch Style, you can see I have to activate the curtain manually to go to my Snowy Grinch DIY that I got from the Share store. Shout out to the person who made that. I'll put them in the description. I also made a few other ones just with the AI features, and I set them all up for this. And this is actually one that does not use any of the music themes. I didn't think it needed it because the AI ones feel pretty good here. But one that does use it would be Coquito, for example. So I use music group A here, and then the garage goes to party mode, and then I throw Beach Snoopy on there. So let me actually, I have a clip of that. I'll pull that up really quick. So right here you can see it's being music reactive in the top on the roof, and then, I mean, you can see how that works. On the other side, I do have the Home Assistant routines, and I just wanted to touch on these again because I made some changes to them. So on the starting one, start the playlist for the light show, I have my typical text-to-speeches where it talks, and then it comes down here and it triggers the song, and then it manually triggers the next routine, and that's where I actually tell GOVEE to run the tap to run. So this one plays Santa's Back, so I go to play Santa's Back, and in here I make my Google SDK text command, and it says activate Christmas Movement 2. And so over here on the GOVEE app, we can go look at what Christmas Movement 2 looks like, and that's going to be this one, Christmas Movement 2. And so it sets the cone tree to Santa Claus. It sets the light farthest away from the front door, the bulb next to the garage, to the Christmas theme. Well, both of them, I guess, by the garage to Christmas theme. Then the garage itself goes to Santa Claus, and then music group A turns on. And music group A is the one that, doesn't wave across. It has the flash that you can see right now above my head, in the window and above on the roof, and the ground lights. So once the music stops, it'll trigger the next thing where it turns off the music sync. This dance off routine just turns off both because I didn't want to have to make two separate ones. So if I just turn them both off, if I want one of them on, I can turn it back on. Then it goes to, Mary Did You Know, and triggers that one. And then it just runs through the playlist like that. So now you can see kind of how that's working. Sometimes A's going, sometimes B's going, and then on the big finale, you can see right here. Where is it? End show. Oh, that's Coquito. End show. So that one runs activate big finale, and I'm using Wizards of Winter there, and that one just turns on both music group A and music group B, and then they just rock out. I can actually play that in the background. This is kind of towards the end, and you see they're all just going crazy. And yeah, at the end here, I'm going to just put a few snippets of the songs. So I don't want to get hit with a copyright claim. Maybe I'll put this piece in there because I do really like it. But check it out. Let me know what you think.
Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's been
That's all for now, folks. Safe travels. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
What you think? If you're trying out the music syncs, if you're trying out the automation to change the themes, let me know what's going on. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. As always, my name's Connor. Appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed it, hit like, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Peace.